Hi everyone, this is Yolanda and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my decluttering hauls and different types of decluttering. So I wanted to talk about my decluttering hauls. The things that I've gotten rid of in the declutter haul videos are residual clutter that I had left over from my initial decluttering. These were things that I was unsure about and didn't know if I wanted to keep them or not. So I sort of put them in an I don't know pile. There are also things that I thought I wanted but figured out later on that I didn't want. But here's the thing. When I decluttered, I always had an I don't know pile, which I know in Marie Kondo's book, she doesn't recommend it. She basically says if you don't feel strongly about it, one way or the other, then get rid of it. I was not of that mindset. I kept a few things that I was unsure about, that I thought, once the seasons change, I might need them or they might come in handy. However, after keeping these things aside, what I found out through doing these monthly declutter hauls is that I ended up getting rid of the stuff anyway. So I am now on the mindset, in line with what Marie Kondo suggests. If you don't feel strongly about it and you're on the fence about it and you just don't know about it, instead of just holding on to it, I would let it go. Because if you don't have any strong feelings about it, then what does it really matter to your life? I've done most of it. Like I said, what these hauls are is just residual clutter for me and encouragement for you to keep decluttering and stay on it. I just didn't want anybody to get the impression that I'm decluttering little by little, because personally I don't think that that's a good strategy for downsizing and minimizing and actually maintaining that on a long-term basis. Which leads me to the second part of my video. I want to talk about the different types of decluttering methods, just so you guys who are new and don't know where to start have some idea of the different ways you can begin. So the two overarching train of thoughts is that you're just going to do it all at once in one fell swoop, or you're going to do it little by little. I definitely recommend taking as much time as you can, considering your own schedule, and decluttering as much as you can at once. And I do not recommend decluttering little by little, because like I said, it will take you forever and you will lose, motivation and steam over time, and you'll never truly get decluttered. Okay, so within those two camps, there are 3 other methods or strategies for decluttering. That is doing it by category, doing it by room, and then doing it sort of randomly. Doing it by category, I think, is the most efficient way. I know it's also the way that Marie Kondo recommends in her book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, which I am going to do a review on soon. This is the way that I do my decluttering. I do it by category, and the key to this is getting everything from anywhere around your house that fits into that category, getting it in one place, and then purging and deciding what you're going to keep. So that's how to do it by category. I think this is the most efficient way. And if you don't feel like you can declutter your whole house at the same time in one fell swoop, I would at least say do one complete category at a time. I think you can make a lot of progress doing that. Okay, so the next step is doing it room by room. I don't necessarily advocate for this because you have a lot of different things in your rooms. You have a lot of different things from a lot of different categories in your rooms. But I do think doing it room by room is better than just random decluttering. Like, oh, you have 30 minutes, so you just, open up your junk drawer or something and go through it. I think doing it by room is a little bit more organized than doing it randomly. It's a little bit less organized than doing it by category, but at least room by room, it's structured. So you can say, okay, today we're doing the kids' room, tomorrow we're doing our room, next week we're gonna do the garage, then we're gonna do the kitchen. It adds some structure to your decluttering, even if it's not the most structured option, which is doing it by categories. I think doing it randomly is really counterproductive. I don't really know anyone who has done it this way, but again, I can see there are those people who just feel like, well, I'd rather do something than do nothing at all. So they just start, going through random drawers and closets and containers without much thought to what they're doing and what they're trying to, achieve overall. And while you may get rid of some stuff, I just feel like it's difficult to keep track of what you've gotten rid of, and you may end up going over the same areas twice, which is really, just wasting time. So overall, like I said, there's two main thoughts: decluttering all at once, which I recommend, and then decluttering little by little, which I don't recommend. In those two main categories, there is cluttering by category, which I highly recommend. Cluttering room by room, still a good option because it has some structure, but I think it may get more overwhelming because of the variety of things that you may have in each room. And the third option is to just do it randomly, which I do not recommend because there's no structure. You're more likely to forget what you've decluttered, and it really, it's really a haphazard way of achieving whatever your goal is. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.